Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Happy New Year's, everybody. In today's late season matchup, we have two teams who have victory on their minds. It's the Vikings going up against the Packers. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Larry, from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL, there's a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here, losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Lambeau. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by their third-year quarterback now, Teddy Bridgewater. He was 6 of 6 as a rookie. $11-5 as a sophomore. Pretty good uptick.
It really is. And how many times have we heard from coaches that you make your most improvement as a player between year 1 and year 2? I'm going to say they're wrong in terms of Teddy Bridgewater. I think he makes more improvement again in year 3 because they want the ball downfield more. Big strikes. And I think Teddy Bridgewater can supply it, especially off of the play action passes.
Peterson alone in the backfield, and he'll get it up the middle. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
We got three. Let's go.
Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down, Peterson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
So on fourth down, here's a punter, Jeff Locke, to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. They'll run for the first time with Lacey. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, it's Lacey. A strong running. Shreds the tackle. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Well, this is going to sound a little strange, but that was a really nice effort because he broke a tackle and almost sprang free, but it still ended up with a loss of yardage. The defense won that battle.
Wonder what's in the offensive playbook on 3rd and 13. We're about to find out. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. It's caught. Nelson.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a big roughing the passer penalty, Charles, and of course that's 15 yards.
And everyone knows how protected the quarterbacks are. You've got to make sure that when you launch at a quarterback, that you're hitting him in the right spot and in the right time.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. The play fake delay. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Brian Robinson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. From the gun on third down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? Third and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And Crosby puts it through, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So who knew when we came to the stadium, you and I would see NFL history. That's the longest field goal ever made.
Brandon, if this were track and field, they might say it's wind-aided. But nevertheless, from the other side of midfield, man, that was something.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Vikings a first down. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They run again with Peterson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Here's the offense, and when you talk about this offense, you certainly have to talk about all-day AP, Adrian Peterson.
Does not shy away from contact. Also has the speed to go the distance. It's the rare combination that you get from one of the great runners of all time in the NFL. 2,000 yards every year is the goal. I'd never bet against him.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. One receiver left, 3 to the right. 3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater able to locate Wilson. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Bridgewater gives to Peterson on the draw. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I believe I understand where the offense was going there. They just hit a big pass play, thought they could fool him with a run, but maybe they overthought it a little bit. Just hit a nice pass, come back with another one, keep the momentum going.
Peterson alone in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And this is Peterson remaining down on the ground. And apparently in some pain. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. On third down, Bridgewater surveying the field. A dump down to McKinnon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to make it fourth down.
So many times you hear... Today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They start the drive on the ground with Lacey. It'll go as a gain of 12, and it'll give the Packers a first down.
What often gets lost with Eddie Lacy when he's playing at his ideal weight is his agility and his quickness. But in this case, he's putting that together with his power. And with these early runs, if you're on the defense side of the ball, you've got to stop that now or you're in for a long, long game.
So it'll be first down here after the run. One back is Lacey. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
On second down, Lacey. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And a good little broken tackle run there for the former second-round pick, Eddie Lacy.
He's a big back, and he runs with some power and definitely with some physicality. And enough of those types of runs, as they accumulate, they turn into bigger runs later because after a while, guys don't want to deal with him.
Now a first down carry. It's Lacey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On the toss, here's Lacey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Eric Kendricks in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but do you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind it, and he listened to it.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
They run once more with McKinnon. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Jerick McKinnon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front, giving him at least a stalemate in order to find that space?
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't they? And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's polished off by a Viking score. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. Set to return, this is Jeff Janis. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They go play action for Lacey. Now Rodgers. His throw incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. On third and long, it's Rodgers. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And it is incomplete.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Oh, and the defender took some liberties there with a late hit, roughing the passer.
The league has done a great job of defining what is a late hit. An illegal contact on a quarterback, the defenders really have to get in line.
319!
Rodgers now on first down. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a pitch out to Lacey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
Rodgers going to give to Lacey on the draw. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position. Help out your team.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. It's caught. Nelson. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They'll run it with Lacey. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. They'll be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll run here. This is James Starks. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. James Starks, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of the times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So you heard the word. This is a neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, the defender wanted to try and get back after he had jumped, unable to do so.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 6 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be first down, Vikings.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Here again is McKinnon, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
Well, he has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. Now McKinnon. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down. And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's brought down after a good gain. They'll get 23 yards there. And it'll be a Green Bay first down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
One back is Lacey. Off the play fake to Lacey. Here's Rodgers. He's going to try and go deep again. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And this one is incomplete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So the roughing the passer penalty, 15 yards, and Charles, the defender, needs to know to stop there.
We've been talking about it for years. You essentially get one step after the quarterback throws his pass. Anything close to that or beyond that, you're going to get flagged.
319!
They go play action here on first down. He's going to take another shot here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Hey! 4 down. 319! Mike 54! Mike 54! I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And again, it's Rodgers. Open man, the tight end Rodgers. 8 yards there and a first down.
And Richard Rodgers makes the grab, and let's face it, it's going to follow him the rest of his career. The Hail Mary he caught to beat the Lions in 2015 in Detroit, pretty memorable play.
Those Lions fans, they just don't like you right now if they heard that.
I didn't mean to bring it up to, pull the Band-Aid off the wound there. I was just trying to praise Richard Rodgers. Yeah, they're going to be mad at me.
And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
They come up in an offset eye. Rodgers will try again, and he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The first-time Pro Bowler a year ago, Everson Griffin, in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They're going to line up to go for this on fourth down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Rodgers going to go on fourth down. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they have the yards anyway, so they're going to decline the penalty. Extra point try now for Crosby. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Bridgewater now on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
They run it with McKinnon. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. McKinnon. Room here to run. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Well, that's one of the main responsibilities of a safety in any defense. A long way downfield before he's able to corral him, but that's why you have him on the field, the last line of defense.
He made the play. I don't know if it'll be remembered. They're probably so mad that the run went for that long.
Wonder if they were thinking pass in that situation as opposed to run and being caught a little bit out of position. Fortunately, he's able to track him down.
First carry of the game here for Matt Asiata. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's McKinnon. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Really good, solid run right there, and they did it from a 4 wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options. And also, it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Matt Asiata, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So that drive goes 8 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
On first down, Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. Third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you doing?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emerson Griffin. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll get 19 yards there. And that leads to a Green Bay first. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Rodgers to throw on second down. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
23 yards on the play. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Jeff Janis, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And again, it's Rodgers. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Rodgers now on third and goal. And that's incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on fourth down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So 2 field goals now for Crosby, a man who became the Packers' all-time leading scorer last year, topping the mark set by Ryan Longwell.
And as you know, Lambeau Field is not an easy place to kick field goals, especially when you get into December and January. But Crosby's been a steadying influence on some real good Packers teams.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers defense here, they're heading back out onto the field. And a tight ball game here, and in these close ones, every drive becomes magnified.
And we don't want to overuse the word critical, but it feels that way as they head out there for this possession. They need to get the ball back and give their offense a chance to get them totally back into this game.
We'll see if the defense can do just that here. Now McKinnon to start the drive. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Second down, Bridgewater. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And finding Pruitt. That one good for 15 and a first.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
They go play action here on first down. Finding time. Going for the deep ball. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
On third down, Bridgewater. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a play fake here on first down. Deep drop. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone,
and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
So now it's 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary. A nickel look. He's going to sling, and that's caught inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
On first down, Rodgers backing up, looking for the end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Rodgers will try again on second down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Sharif Floyd. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Roughing the pass here, but Charles, that's a good call. But these days, you know, quarterbacks, they're very protective.
We know how protected they are, and if it's anything borderline, they're going to get the call. But as a defender, that's hard to swallow sometimes because there's so many of these bang-bang plays.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And this is incomplete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Roughing the passer, that's shades of Charles Davis back in his playing days.
Oh, I sure wish it had been, Brandon. Back in my day, I didn't hit anyone hard enough to rough the passer. I had a number of teammates that handled that for me.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense. The penalty is declined.
Now Crosby for the point after. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers defense, they ready themselves here. They're just hoping for more of the same. Last time they forced the punt that led to a score.
They flipped the field, essentially. And that's what you want to do as a defense. Make sure that you put your offense in a great position to run their offense and put the ball in the end zone. And that's exactly what they accomplished.
Yeah, they accomplished that last time. What will they accomplish this go-around? And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. Now the ball comes loose, and the Packers pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty.
And you notice how the offensive line responded. A couple went to check on the quarterback, and a couple went to the guy who hit the quarterback. No one likes to see their quarterback hit.
They go play action for Lacey. Now Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordy Nelson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Bridgewater. And his throw is incomplete. Michael Pruitt, the big tight end, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. The second down throw for Bridgewater. And he comes back with one complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Bridgewater from the gun on third down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will...
And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. It's caught. Nelson. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and didn't do it very often.
That's complete right around the 8. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Rodgers to throw once more. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
Throwing now is, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense. That penalty is declined.
Now Crosby for the point after. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. That time a 6-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Packers have been solid in the secondary to this point. The Vikings have struggled to throw the football 2 straight weeks, so that's something they'll try to fix in the second half. Here we go. Let's do this. Here's your first half highlights. Vikings with possession halfway through one. Run play coming up here, and this two-play drive goes for a touchdown. Vikings is up now by 7. Packers line up at the 8. Starks is going to shift out to the right side, and finally on play 12 they score. Packers tied up at 10. Vikings have the football midway through the second. He'll head up the middle on the run. He caps off the 8-play drive with a touchdown. We're tied up at 17. Offense on the field now after the fumble. Nelson makes the catch over the middle, and that goes as a 15-yard touchdown. The lead grows to 15. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ryan Robinson in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's third down. The play fake to Starks. Now Rodgers. Looking deep downfield. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Sendejo. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
One back is Lacey. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays.